Hello everyone! Alright, so this is Lordy's second test where we actually went for it a little bit more. The whole point of the competition was to make sure, we've had a couple of submission issues, so we wanted to make sure that, we didn't have him rearing and spinning or doing anything really bad in the middle of the test. So that was the goal. For the second test, I had to have him gunning a bit more and going a bit more forward, which is fine, but I struggle with controlling him when he's like that. Like you can see, totally stuffed the shoulder in. Like I'm so angry at myself. This is a really bad shoulder in. But I find when I ask for more power and get a bigger trot that I go, woo, I can't control any of it. But we were really, really happy with him, happy that he stayed submissive. I have lots to learn because obviously, well, not obviously, but I ride a lot better at home and get a lot more out of the horse at home. So it's now how to carry that through into the competition and be able to show that off to the best that we want. I thought they were 10-metre circles, and then I checked it just before I went in and I went, 8-metre circles. I find 8-metre circles really, really hard on him. See, he's got way too much neck bend there. He needs to be a lot straighter, and I feel like I'm using my left rein. My friend from Australia who was coaching me was like, why are you dropping your left rein in the test? And I'm like, am I? So, sometimes when you go into the test, you just do stupid things. So like I said, I need a lot more comp practice to make sure I ride exactly like I do at home. And like, I'm not nervous. I'm actually having a ball out there right now. But, there's still a lot to think about, and you've got to make sure that you keep everything together. And you can just see that looks really hard, and it is hard for me. I'm feeling that he's not going. I'm feeling that he's getting stuck, but he's getting stuck because I'm overriding. And here, we had a big problem with the walk. And I have never had a problem with my trot walk transition at home, which is exactly what Spenny said as well. He's gone, what you think and get nervous about in like thinking, oh God, I hope this doesn't stuff up in the test, normally isn't a problem in the test. And what you don't worry about actually becomes a problem in the test, which was a little bit like that walk. And so you might have the same problem I do. In comps, I kind of clamp my legs on. It's a horrendous bad habit that I've gotten into over the years, and I've been aware of it for probably around 6-7 years and really made an effort. You can see I put the spur on and then I take it off, and I put the spur on and I take it off, but I'm still not riding it exactly. It's still getting too stuck. And here, because he has a tendency sometimes to come up and to really start going backwards, it's really not what you want. And so that walk pirouette was a real stuff up, but I didn't feel that I could ride him through. I didn't feel that I could ride him to lift his back and get him to, come round and where he needs to be in order to be able to execute that walk pirouette. Same with that canter transition. I wanted it a lot rounder before I asked for the transition, but I just had the feeling that he said, if you touch me too much, I'm going to kill you. And then even in the canter, I'm going medium canter. Okay, the judge probably can't see your head, so I'm not going to care too much about your head. Just can you go forward and kind of relax a little bit so then I can touch your head when I need to. So this was the movement I was worried about. And you can tell that first change wasn't that good. I actually got a 7, then a 7.5 for the second change, and actually get an 8 for this third change, which again just shows you as I get more confident and calm that he's going to execute exactly how I want him to. And then I then ask less, which makes him calmer and does the work easier and better. I do know my biggest problem is, the overriding, so that's something I definitely need to work on. And then I'm like, hold it in the canter, change the bend, but don't change until I ask. And the half pass again, and this is his harder side to half pass. And so I just need to make sure that I keep the bend without him jacking up, without him getting upset about it. And you can see that half bus isn't completely even. There was some steep parts in it and then some shallower parts. And it's just got to be so much more perfect to get the higher marks. This is my favourite movement, the extended. I just feel he really goes. Now this movement I was worried about, and I had reason to. I practiced it probably about 13 times in the warm-up and I got it maybe 5 times out of 13 in the warm-up. So it's he really struggles with the canter trot transition. He has for the whole 4 months that I've been riding him. So that was always going to be a bit scary and a bit because he does perfect canter walks, not so good with the canter trot. So yeah, that was the test. So please don't think I'm showing that to you saying that this is a good test or a good example of a test. I mean, obviously it's an okay test. It scored 70% and it won. But you know, as far as my personal standards are, I'm not thrilled with it. But in terms of the personal goal, it could have been so much worse. It could have been eliminated. I've sometimes sat on that horse and not been able to get that horse forward for 10 minutes because he's been spinning. So the fact that he can go forward, the fact that, you know, like we could execute the test meant that the day was a huge success. I've never scored a 70% in advanced medium before. Obviously this horse is pretty goddamn amazing, so that makes it a lot easier. But yeah, it was at least a test that was executed. Besides the missing the trot transition, there wasn't, and the walk pirouette, there wasn't, and the trot walk transition. There wasn't really any huge mistakes. They were the 3 biggest mistakes. So yes, goal achieved. I just wish I was staying here a little bit longer to be able to, you know, I really think there's a 75 to a 78% that we're capable of there. But no, I'm going to go home, and then when I come back, we'll go straight into the Prix St George next year. So that's the plan, and yeah, I trust you enjoyed and learnt a little bit from test riding, and yeah, enjoyed seeing it. Okay, bye.